I'm finna get ready to send some stuff out. So give me a minute. There you go. Give me a minute. I'll be with y'all in just a minute. Now, let me see. Playlist. View all. Okay. There we go. So now we finna get into now let's get into it. I gotta put my phone on charger. Cause I don't want my phone to die. There. We're gonna try to do a 3-game banger. So today we got we go to Denver, Colorado to face the Nuggets. Then we go home for a 1-game homestand. The Suns come to LA. Then we go on the road to face, I think, the Sacramento Kings. So let's get into it. Matter of fact, hold on.
CK Sports. Welcome to the fourth presentation.
A look at the Lakers as they get off the team bus after arriving at the arena. Pumped up to go after a road win here tonight. Welcome everyone. Here it is at long last. It's the start of the NBA regular season. I know everyone's just excited as we are here on 2K Sports to get things underway. Joined by Coach Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Henderson. Allie Force is our reporter. And the Lakers starting five. Russell and Reeves teaming up in the backcourt. It's LeBron at power forward with AD as the center. And at the three. And Then there's Murray. And it's Stronger in at the 2-yard spot. Stands for the greatest words in all of sports. Opening day.
Absolutely, Brian. Everybody's undefeated, everybody's optimistic, and everybody is eager to get going. Whether you're playing or the guy on the sideline run up play.
Here's Russell. It's on target for the no hesitation from Russell. I like seeing him make quick decisions and take the shots.
Hello.
Back to Murray. The layup.
What's up with you, shorty?
Here's the break. Here's Russell. Played it in.
Hold on, let me turn this down.
Russell's got his second bucket. An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Reeves, the pass to Russell. James, outside. Fires the three. Sinks the tray.
And one way to stretch a career
What
is
you
taking
doing?
more shots from outside. LeBron, the ageless one.
You
knows it
drinking
well.
poppin' Slurpee or water and
Offensive
Slurpee?
struggles continue. Missing again. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks, guys. The Lakers this summer signing first-time head coach J.J. Redick. He's a veteran of 15 seasons. The sharpshooters' rise in broadcasting had been meteoric. The Lakers really want Redick to be their long-term head coach. But the question, with an aging superstar in LeBron, how much patience will exist in L.A. for Redick learning on the job?
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Okay, Shams, thank you. And the Nuggets call time here. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Russell. And they're on the run. Jumps up. And Davis slams it home.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Shot clock at 5. The Nuggets need to get one up. Jokic with it. Checked by Davis. That one's wide left.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
On the wing, Reeves jacks up a 3. That falls. Nice speed that time from James.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Pass to Gordon to end the drought. Tries to save it. And the ball out play. Lakers will have it. And with this break, a chance to see the best passers in the league from last season. Nikola Jokic third. And of course, LeBron James.
And you got to give credit to how both of these guys see the floor. They are all about moving the rock and trying to set their guys up. This is why their teammates love playing with them.
Here's Reeves. Again, the Lakers.
They've come out hot. I mean, really hot. Perfect from the field thus far.
Timeout call, the Nuggets.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
Yeah, Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
Some changes here for the Lakers. Hayes is checked in for Davis. Christie comes in for LeBron. And Vincent is subbed in for Russell. Now here's Murray. He's covered by Vincent. Pass to Strother. They swipe it. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Christie. Counted. And breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it. It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was.
If you don't know, I go by 10
and blocks it off
Good
the
block.
glass. Wow. To the paint. The three is up. And another three for the Lakers.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Murray. Still without a bucket. Can they get it? Up top Porter. The ball's knocked loose. And there's a minute 45 left in the first quarter. Here's Christie. And another three for the Lakers.
3 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
The NBA, it's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
He drops it from range. Vincent's got 9.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Fast break. Here come the Lakers. Here's Reeves. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Inside. Here's Strother. Christie.
Hello.
Ooh, he got a little ahead of himself there, and it cost him dearly.
On up the court. Hayes, the pass to Vincent. Over Murray. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Hello.
Outside for Porter.
High pace.
Gordon outside. Over to the left wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Strother. Here's Jokic. No good. And they can't put it into the drought. Vincent outside.
High pace.
Murray with it. No made baskets yet. And the ball out of play. Lakers will have it.
High pace.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
What you doing?
Here's Vincent. 11 points in the game. Outside Reddish. And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. Drains the triple.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of
What
this
you
game.
doing?
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. We see a few of those go through the net.
What are you doing?
And that's it for the first quarter in what has been a very lopsided game. The Lakers on top, running away with it. And
What are you
number two will
doing?
get underway just after this short break.
Like always.
Welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. And guys, Lakers look pretty much in control here.
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Well, their defense was incredible. Wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
And it's Murray with the ball for Denver. And, Coach, you took the Magic to the 2009 NBA Finals. Give us an idea of the different kind of pressure that exists in the finals.
Well, I didn't really feel as much pressure, but at the end of it, it was excruciating to get that close and to have a chance, and then to lose in 5 games. Like, you know, even then going through it, that it's going to be hard to get another chance at it. So I would just sum it up and say excruciating.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, we've got Christian Wood. Rui Hachimura is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Cam Reddish. And it's Vincent in at the point. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
The Nuggets really believe in Jamal Murray. Coach Michael Malone said, what I want from Jamal is to be himself. If he does that, all the other stuff will take care of itself. But I want him to challenge himself to be a leader and to do the things every day that got him to this point.
Well, Murray will always put in the work. We know that. Good stuff, Allie. Jordan misses. The Lakers have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Fades. And Wood with a basket on the assist from Hachimura. Wood's got 5 points.
Such a polished offensive player. I like seeing Wood get it done from the mid-range, too.
Poke loose. Now the Lakers moving it up. Here's Hachimura. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's Murray, following the score by Los Angeles.
This is a game he'd like to forget. And the worst part is bringing down the whole squad.
And the basket by Wood.
And guys, one thing that's triggered this run, their proficiency inside the three-point line.
They need this. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Some of it's good defense, and some of it's just poor shot selection. Either way, he's being shut out.
Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
And here we go. Lakers running again. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Now here's Murray. He's scoreless. Down low. And he dunks it down.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Here's Vincent. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Action on the break has fueled them tonight. They're winning the transition battle.
Yeah, they did a great job of controlling the pace throughout the game and keeping the defense on their heels.
Now here's Murray. And they're pushing it up. The pull-up. Again, the Lakers.
Taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
Here's Reddish. Give him 8. Wood passes to Vincent. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
The Nuggets have gone 0 for 6 in the second. Not looking good. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. All right, let's take a quick pause and look at the best shooting teams from last season. The Lakers, 2nd. The Nuggets, 4th.
And the way both of these squads shot the ball last season was tremendous. Trusting in one another, following their offensive game plan, and executing with confidence.
Now here's Wood. 7 points in the game, and he gets it to go.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Murray passes to Jordan to stop the drought. Vincent grabs the miss.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around. It took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Here's Murray. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Vincent's got 4 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
They're really pushing the pace and wasting no time in transition.
1:15 left to play in the half. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Left side Murray. Here's Brown. No points so far. And stolen by Wood. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. The finish! And Wood with the stuff.
They've settled into this game. You can see the offense is on fire.
Yeah, and that is key for them. Continuing to build out this lead.
And here are the Nuggets now, following the score by Los Angeles. Goes up on the baseline, and bucket for Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Got a piece of it. Yet another steal from him. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Off the charts indeed, B.A. I mean, he's just taking the ball away with ease. And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Here's Brown. And it's blocked by Wood.
Check out Wood using all of his length, allowing him to knock away the shot.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Here's Jokic. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Here's Brown. A shot to stop the run. And that's not going to go. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on possessions. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm with Coach Mike Malone. Coach, how concerned are you by the lack of urgency and execution in the first half?
Yeah, very concerning. You know, our starters weren't ready to play. They jumped us, tried to go to our bench, get them in the game. They took us out of our offense, so we didn't really have any flow on either end of the floor.
You have to get back to being you in that second half. Thanks, Coach Malone.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It's the Lakers out on top at halftime. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, give us your take.
It all starts with their shooting, and they're on fire from behind the arc. And I can say the opposite when it comes to the other side. When there's this much disparity, it usually makes a big difference on this road.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Well, their sloppy play really surprised me, especially the turnovers. No matter who they had out there, they never seem to be on the same page. Their only hope is to make every possession count. That means taking care of the ball.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You have to like what we're seeing from Gabe Vincent.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. We'll stand perhaps the best home court advantage in the league is right here in Denver, a mile above sea level.
And Brian, they don't let you forget it. Everywhere you go, you see signs, 5,280. Sometimes they even have it on their uniform, on the court, on signs in the locker room. They want you to know that you're at elevation and it's going to be different.
Fatigue is always a factor in Denver. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Strother in at the shooting guard position. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Here's Murray. Off with the layup.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Hachimura, pass to Reeves. And the shot's good. Reeves has got 9.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for Denver. Their next game is at FedEx Forum in Memphis for a matchup with the Grizzlies. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. To the middle. Another shot. And Davis with the block.
That's what happens when you challenge Davis. He can be so disruptive as a defender. I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Christie's checked in for Hachimura. Denver on D. Russell, that's good.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
The Nuggets have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
That's tipped. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. Shot from the wing. And there's Reeves. That one's good on the assist by Russell.
What's up?
He's got 11.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter. Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Lakers are looking to be downhill. Anthony Davis says we try to attack the basket and live in the paint. That's part of our identity, our DNA. It's getting to the line and guys catching rhythms like that and then playing from there.
KYG, know your game. They do that well, Allie. Strother, no good.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
Well, Stan, in this league, the opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian. And guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene, and they'll no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, 2nd-round pick. Bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an all-star.
Murray against Russell. Davis, the pass to Russell. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Russell's got 16 points. Boy, it's been a minute since they last scored.
It has been. And at what point do you alter your strategy? Try to get back on track.
Here's Jokic. Tries again. James with the block.
Sending it right back. LeBron fears no one. Nice shot by Christie. They've been unable to get guys back up court.
When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A. Playing loose can help you and hurt you. They really need to tighten it up. And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Yeah, and sometimes that's just how it goes. But also, we got to give credit to the defense. They're not making it easy out there.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Strother. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. And up the floor again to the Lakers. Running the court. And the shot goes. 18 points for him.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success. Anything short of that is a failure.
And the foul on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul. And Denver will go for a different look here. Jaric checks in for Jokic. Chanchar comes in for Gordon. Watson, he's checked in for Michael Porter. And Brown subbed in for Jamal Murray. Hayes is checked in for the Lakers. Connect comes in for Christie. 1:10 left in the third quarter. Here's Strother. It's Hayes with the rebound.
I think he wants that one back. I mean, he knows he's capable of better. Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
59 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Strother. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Hayes. All sorts of time. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got 5 assists in the game. They're having a hard time stopping this run.
And B.A., you can't afford to keep coming up empty.
Here's Chanchar. It's tipped. Goes back up. And so it's Hayes with it. He brings it up to the Lakers.
I just rode you back to see what your butt was doing.
2 points so far in the second half.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where is the defense? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Because you is the same reason you always calling me bully.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Strother. And it's blocked by Davis. Here's Hayes. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Oh, they're on fire. The run punctuated by the big trifecta.
And so it's D'Angelo Russell making things happen for Los Angeles. Moving the rock and looking for a shot. It's clear he's in a good rhythm. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Second Tuesday of next week. That's the only time you can come see me. Why, you gotta work tomorrow?
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive.
Why Tuesday? Darius gonna be at work?
Here's Davis. And the Lakers looking at who they've got.
See, that's why you
is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Jackson Hayes. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Lewis in at the 2.
Anthony Davis.
Hayes has gone 3 for 3 from the floor. And up the floor again for the Lakers. Running the court. And then Davis slams it in.
That's unbelievable. Davis sky high.
No, because I was going to come up there, but I know how slick my mouth is.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G.
I said I was going to come up there and see the baby, but I know how slick my mouth can be.
Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got 4 rebounds now. Jordan misses. And the Lakers with possession here. Pass to Lewis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lewis has got his first basket of the night.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
At her, Granny.
To the inside. Connect. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Yeah, the complete package is AD. Had the defense's attention and found the open man.
And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
Here's Lewis. And Los Angeles, another 3.
No hesitation on the break. That's been an advantage for them.
Nope.
Pickett passes to Jordan. Now Watson.
No, because I was going to ask you, did you want to come kick with me tomorrow? But I forgot.
Pass to Jordan.
Got tomorrow off. He got tomorrow and Friday off.
And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Here's Pickett. Check by Davis. Pass to Jordan. Clock at 6. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Holmes, he's checked in for Watson. Reddish is checked in for Los Angeles.
What's for dinner?
Just 4 to shoot. Knocks it loose. Out of bounds. It'll be Lakers ball.
Los Angeles ball.
A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Denver Nuggets. On Friday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Memphis, going up against the Grizzlies. And then Sunday, they're off to Oklahoma City to face off with the Thunder.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience. Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
Now here's Holmes. Can't cash it in from close range. Left side, Davis.
Thank you.
And finished off by Davis.
Yeah, this is how powerful Davis is. Awesome at
I can't
capitalizing
ask you
with the
what
dunk.
I want to ask you because I'm live at the moment.
Here's Pickett. Checked by Davis.
You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Here's Jordan. And no good. The dry spell continues. And Reddish, here we go. Here's Lewis. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
And it's the Lakers on the break. He goes up. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
With the reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now.
Okay.
Out left to the wing. Pass to Pickett. Down low. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Lakers.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like to have.
Saric checks in for the Nuggets. Murray comes in for Pickett. And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach. But when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole.
That is Stan Van Gundy.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
And Wood with the stuff.
At 6'10", dunking is effortless for Wood, especially when he's given this type of positioning.
Now here's Murray, tightly guarded. Pass to Chanchar. Murray with it. Now here's Saric. Here's Brown. And again, it's Denver missing. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 4 from outside during the fourth.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Lakers.
They had more assists and shot the ball more efficiently. Those things tend to go hand in hand.
And that's so true. Without a doubt, their ball movement was essential to winning this game.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet. Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Now here's Jordan. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball. And Denver making a change here. Strawther's checked in.
Strawther.
51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 5 to shoot. To stop the drought. No good off the back of the rim.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Here's Chanchar. Pass to Saric. Tipped away. And stolen by Wood. Reddish passes to Hayes. Back to Reddish. Fires for 3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
3 points.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on them.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Here's Jordan. Deflected. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory. They controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Anthony, your playmaking stood out tonight. Did you flash back to your days as a perimeter player in high school?
A little bit. The perks of being a guard before I became a big. I get to handle the ball like that. So, it was fun. It was fun tonight. Most importantly, we got the win, and just keep getting better.
He can do it all. Thanks, AD.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it for this inaugural game of the NBA season. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
Why are you so quiet?
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead.
Welcome, everyone. We have a very special treat for you here. No trick. It's the NBA on Halloween. It's a special October 31st matchup. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Up front, Durant plays the 4, with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Allen in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Lakers, the guard spots filled by Russell and Reeves. Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. And it's Hachimura in at the small forward. Now that the new season is tipped off, Richard, how important is it to get things off to a good start?
I'd say it's fairly important, but this is a long season, Kevin. It's about sustaining a high level of play consistently.
And it's the Suns to start out. Booker against Russell. Here's Durant. Misses the layup. The Lakers on offense. And stolen by Booker. And stolen by Russell. To the right side. There's the 3. Good on the triple.
And we know Russell can shoot it. It's what he's out there to do.
For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against the Nuggets.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
And the mental game we talk about, a lot comes down to coaching, having your players focused.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 5-point game. Passes it to Beal. At the elbow, Nurkic.
No.
Loose. It's stolen by Davis. Moving it up. Reeves gets the bucket.
Hey, Mariah.
An important part
No.
of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Oh, look at the old man still getting it done on defense. LeBron James still takes great pride in rejecting shots.
Wasted no time on that one. LeBron's got his second bucket tonight.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
RJ last season, LeBron passed 40,000 career points. Do you think we'll ever see someone get even close to that number again?
Probably not, Kevin. Not in my lifetime. You have to understand, you're going to have to score 25 points a game for 20-plus seasons to even have a chance. LeBron, he's one-on-one.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Hey, I talked to the Lakers head coach. His team's focus is trying to slow down Devin Booker. He said the thing with Devin is that he's not just an ISO scorer. They run a lot of actions for him, so we have to do our best to chase him around, and the rotations have to be on point. It's going to take all 5 guys to try and stop him. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. And this summer saw the passing of Laker legend, 3-time Basketball Hall of Famer, the logo, Jerry West, an all-star every year of his outstanding playing career before going on to have such a successful career as a coach and as an executive. Guys, this league will bear his imprint forever. Jerry West will be missed.
An all-time great for sure. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. Los Angeles making a switch here. Christie's checked in.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Durant. Last season, he played outstanding and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And clearly one of the dominant scorers we have in this league. His top 5 ranking last year puts him right there in the ranks of the elite. 6 the triple.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Suns trail by 15.
Here's Booker. And that time, also a missed shot. For Los Angeles, they've gone a perfect 6 for 6 in the game up to this point. Count that one. And 11 points for D'Angelo Russell.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
The Lakers with the ball. Devin Booker missing his last shot.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Now, here's Nurkic. And the loss to the Warriors the other night definitely was not himself. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And there comes a point when, for the team's sake, you might want to move it. He's hurting him with all of these misses.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and crushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Timeout called, the Suns, and this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
And they lost the season series against this squad last year, so trying to bounce back here tonight.
Go through your phone. Will we go through your phone? Because you might want to delete these messages. Because I have a feeling we're going to go through your phone.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. In third, the Lakers.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. To end the cold streak, Morris finds Plumlee. O'Neal against Christie. O'Neal, no good. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Arguably one of the best bigs of his generation, Anthony Davis. I know you admire his game.
Well, he takes over the game on both ends of the floor. You would look at a Tim Duncan, a Kevin Garnett, a guy that can beat you with 5 block, or a guy that can dominate the post and score 25 a night.
And here's Plumlee. After Rui Hachimura gets his shot to go from deep, and it's blocked.
Perfect timing by Hachimura. What a block.
And here's Reeves outside. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
O'Neal kicks to Morris. Ball's knocked loose. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Hayes, he's checked in for Davis. Reddish comes in for Christie. And it's Kate Johnson in for D'Angelo Russell. 1:21 left in the first quarter. Pass to Hayes. Here's Hachimura. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Finishes the break with a slam.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their play.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Morris looking over the floor. Pass to Bull. It's rebounded by Hayes. And here is Los Angeles now. A fader. And another three for the Lakers.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5
Yeah, them the colors exactly I wanted. Yeah.
The steal. Benson with it. Guarded now by Morris. And Reddish with the slam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And Hachimura with a clear path to the rack. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Oh, what a finish. Really showing off that athletic ability.
Knocks it loose. Morris into the lane. O'Neal on the wing. From the baseline. That shot, no good. And the buzzer sound. And we've got a blowout underway here. Lakers on top. Running away with it. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories. But I think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Up front, Durant plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. The wing pair we'll be seeing is Beal and Allen. And it's Booker in at the point guard. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And Booker kicks to Durant. Got a piece of it.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Launches it. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
It just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attacked it. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 50 threes a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A. Bring in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings. Then on Monday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic.
And for their matchup with the Magic, that's going to be their 6th contest on the year. Fans will be curious to see how this team continues to form as the season goes on.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
A jump ball has been called.
Phoenix with the ball. Shot clock at 3. Swiped it away. Now the Lakers on the break. Vanderbilt gets a wide open look. Again, the Lakers.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Here's Durant. That one wide left.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Booker the pass to KD. Here's Allen. Wood with the block.
Great use of size by Wood, using his wingspan to get all over that shot.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm. And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
That will be a jump ball.
And here are the Suns now. So for Phoenix, their last game a loss to the Warriors in San Francisco. Well, Richard, during his Washington days, Bradley Beal averaged 30 a game in back-to-back seasons.
Beal is such a strong guard, so not only can he beat you with his shooting stroke, but he can also play some bully ball.
2 on the clock, and here's KD for 3. Phoenix no good that time either.
He's been held scoreless tonight, really just unable to make any sort of impact.
Vincent and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential. They put a stop to this run. The best way to do it is by great execution.
They get it back. Missed inside.
This has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
I like this wrinkle. Put LeBron off the ball and then make a play for him.
Durant feeling it out a bit to the inside. 1:30 left to play here in the half. Vincent the pass to Reddish. Fires the 3 and James at the basket on the assist by Wood. Wood's got 3 assists tonight.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
KD draws the double. Here's Nurkic. Another shot. Rebound the Lakers. Reddish has got 4 rebounds in this game. The Lakers moving the ball around. Vincent's shot is good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Beal. He has yet to score. Drives to the hoop. Wood with the block.
And not in his kitchen. Sent that one back.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you've got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
And that's the thing. That's why he's going to be top 5 all-time in assists. LeBron James just drops dimes.
They get a hand on it. Beal deciding where to go with it. Over Vincent. Phoenix no good that time either. And so it's Los Angeles. Able to put on a show for the ages. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Mike Budenholzer. Bud, what are you looking to clean up in the second half?
I don't think our offense is really moving the way we wanted to, getting up and down the court in pace. And, we got to make a few more open shots, but I think we can be a lot better offensively.
We've seen that from your team, Coach. I'm sure it'll show up. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal. And the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. A tremendous game we're seeing from Cam Reddish. He had 13 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. What'd you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Lakers?
Well, they built this lead in large part because of the sharpshooters off the bench. The subs played a superb game. Get it? Sub, superb. I mean, they played like stars.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Phoenix?
Well, they were playing like it was Christmas, giving up a lot of turnovers. There's no excuses for turnover numbers, sloppy ball handling. They look out of control, and the execution is all over the place.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. It's been one outstanding game from Cam Reddish.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shot within the flow of the offense.
And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. The guard spot is filled by Russell and Reeves. Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. And it's Reddish in at the 3-slot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Offensive rebound. Outside, Beal. It's Durant on the wing. He's guarded by Russell. 5 to shoot. Poke loose. Allen inside the 3-point line. No good. Not a friendly rim at all. This trip down.
Hello. That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
That one drops. Hello. Got 13 points.
Hold on, y'all. Shit. Hold on. Real quick. Hold that thought. Hello. I'm back. Yeah, I had to take my what's going out my ear. Yep, I can hear you now.
You do a good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now here's Beal.
Now,
Still scoreless. Here's Reeves. Power down with both hands.
Finish strong whenever you can. Reeves does not waste that opportunity.
Yep, I got your message.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. I know Reeves has been accused of hunting fouls before. Richard, do you see that?
Oh, I don't know if it's all on Reeves. It's just the way they do. Great players learn how to put you in position to foul them. The goal of the game is to score, and if that's hunting fouls, then hunt away.
Here's Beal after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Stolen by Reeves, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Now here's LeBron following the shot by Kevin Durant. There's the triple, and James gets it to go on the assist by Reed. He's got 14.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Here's KD, and the rejection by James. To stop the run. Rebounded by the Lakers. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's Rush. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. Number 1, Grayson Allen.
And getting that spot at the top of the list was such a huge accomplishment. What a year it was for him from behind the arc.
And James gets it to go.
And amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect from the field to start the half.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Lakers have gone an unbelievable 8 of 8 shooting since halftime. Must have been some kind of pep talk in that locker room.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
And here's Phoenix. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. Tipped away. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession.
Here's a look at the stats for Allen. He had a strong showing last season. Averaged about 13 points per, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
He's just a natural scorer and someone this offense leans on to help shoulder the load and lead the charge.
Booker finds Durant. Trying to get something going.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Second shot opportunity.
And really, after that strong first half, he has been in quite the tailspin.
Poked away.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And here are the Suns now after the basket by the Lakers. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Grayson Allen, shooting 1.
One shot.
Oh, that's dumb.
And so he hits the technical free throw. RJ, we know that the Suns missed the playoffs for about a decade, but now they seem to be getting some traction. How do you view them?
I view them as a team that's in transition. Obviously, they have Devin Booker, the homegrown star. The guy has blossomed there in front of everyone's eyes. And after that finals run, they've really been searching. He's the last player there. But whenever you have Kevin Durant on your team, you are always on the verge of something special.
And here we go. Lakers running again. And Russell gets it to go on the assist by Reed. Reeves has got 6 assists here tonight. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is getting steals, and that can be attributed to their tenacious style defensively.
The Suns making a switch here. Okogie's checked in. .132 left in the third quarter. Back to Russell. Fires from deep. And again, Los Angeles with a triple.
This is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Here's a Kobe, covered by Hayes. Hayes with the steal. Fast break, here they come. James wide open. And there's another one for the Lakers.
You know, guys, fast break points right now in their favor, and they're really pushing the tempo.
Knocked away and stolen by LeBron. And there's the pass to Russell. There's the dish to Hayes. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 5 assists tonight.
They are just killing them on the interior.
To the middle. Can they get it? Plumlee. It's blocked. To the paint. And he takes the feed in stride and sends it home.
There are the point guard skills of Russell. When he's sharing the rock, this offense runs so much smoother.
That's okay, JD.
Passes it to Bull. Here's Morris. Shot clock at 6. It's tipped. Here's LeBron. Oh, yes! And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
LeBron James.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Los Angeles on top, delivering the blowout. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
And from a team perspective, having your off-guard ready for passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you have guys willing to give up the rock.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So it's Durant sitting on the bench. This is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. You've got Monte Morris. Royce O'Neal is out there with Bol. And it's Okogie in at the 2 spot. Got a piece of it, and he gets it back. That's tipped. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Hayes. Drills the baseline jumper. Hayes has got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Lakers.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Morris passes to Bull. O'Neal on the wing. When you compare, Richard, the NBA to the other major sports leagues, you have to be proud of the way things are run.
The NBA is a global league that focuses on global expansion more so than any other major sport in the United States. And when it comes to the players, there isn't a league that treats their players better.
One-on-one fast break. And LeBron throws it down.
Okay, wow. Oh, man, LeBron James getting acrobatic, putting on a show. I see you, big fella.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
Phoenix ball.
And the Lakers with some changes. Hachimura, he's checked in for Hayes, and Vincent subbed in for James.
Gabe Vincent.
And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Stolen away. And they're moving it up. Here's Connect. And Connect slams it in.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their play.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
They get a hand on it, nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
For Phoenix, they've gone 0-3 to start the 4th quarter.
I know how I feel, Shady.
Another steal for him.
And he's just been able to anticipate their every move.
Yeah, you're right. An absolute pest on the defensive end.
And guys, I have to say, this run really triggered by their transition offense.
And here are the Suns now. They have yet to put up any points here in the 4th. Morris gets to O'Neal. Morris passes to Okogie. Here's Roddy. 4 on the clock. Inside, here's Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic dunk.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Well, a lot of former NBA players have a hard time, RJ, giving credit to current NBA stars. Why do you think that is?
I think so quickly we don't hold next generation to the same standard as prior generations. I don't get into all of that stuff about who is better and who is greater. I just focus on the growth of the game.
And it's Hachimura in the corner. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
He takes it in. The end of the round.
I gotta look at my phone.
Grabs the miss.
I'm still looking at
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And we know Hachimura has a confident personality. You see it there with the rise in fire approach.
Nice. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation.
Suns ball. At the line for the Suns, Monte Morris. 1 shot.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. 1 shot.
And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back in. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Hachimura. Reddish comes in for Connect. Christie subbed in for Lewis. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Here's Vanderbilt. Again, the Lakers.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Bull can't hit. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing. This one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
Here's Morris. .40 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they roll goaltending.
So close to getting blocked there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Christian Woods checked in for Vanderbilt. There's 38 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Christie kicks to Reddish. And another three for the Lakers.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Here's a Kogi. Vincent with the rebound. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone contributed. They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Here's Morris. No good. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business.
Sorry, we got Joe 141-3 Phoenix. See y'all next time go around.
Particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, LeBron. You got after it on defense. You look motivated.
You know, I heard it all from, you know, is this the last that we've seen of LeBron and the passion that he plays, and then defensively, you know, he's not very good defensively. But you can't single me out. You know, it will never be a possession where a coach or a teammate or a player on the opposing team will single me out defensively because I'm in tune with that side as well. So, you know, we got a lot of guys that play the defensive side, and it's important for me to be on that side as well and take that challenge just as much as offensive end.
Seems like you took some words to heart, man. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching tonight's game on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
And to Denver, sorry we had to beat y'all 140-2. Alright, y'all, we on the last game of the evening. November 3rd, Sacramento Kings. This is the last game right here.
Hello and welcome to Sunday Night NBA action here on 2K Sports. Two slam dunk champs, Grant Hill and Brent Berry, our analysts tonight. Brian Anderson here. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. And the Lakers starting five. Russell and Reeves teaming up in the backcourt. It's LeBron at power forward with AD as the center. And it's Hachimura in at the small forward position. And for the Kings, the duo inside. It's Murray and Sabonis. Fox and Monk make up the backcourt. And it's DeRozan in at the three. And in the front end of the back-to-back, what's important?
Well, B.A., most coaches treat this one like a regular game. Try to win. Don't worry about minutes. Tomorrow, they may adjust the rotations a bit.
So Sacramento will get the first possession here. Who poked away? Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura.
Here's James. And slam dunk by James.
So many years, and the body's still holding up for LeBron James. Wow.
Inside. It's tipped. Murray finds Fox. DeRozan outside. James against Murray. Here's DeRozan. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by the Lakers. This is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
Last year, they won the season series. Felt like a pretty even matchup then. Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
About a minute into this first quarter, despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Lakers?
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, looking really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Here's Murray. James with the block.
What a denial. LeBron attacking that shot with pinpoint accuracy.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Hayes is checked in. And it's the Kings with the ball. Still without a basket in the game. Russell with the ball. Fox picks him up. Ahead. Here's Reeves. And again, it's the Lakers.
And usually teams go on runs from a bunch of layups and dunks, but that's not the case here.
And the Kings call time here, fresh off a win against the Warriors.
They were allowed to ramp up their offense as the defense they faced was barely present.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
And a moment to check out the 2K leaderboard. Here were the best rebounders last season. Domantas Sabonis on top. In the third spot, Anthony Davis.
These two were a consistent presence around the rim, able to anticipate where the ball was going and just gobbling up the boards.
Fox outside. Back to DeRozan. Outside Murray. To the middle. 6 on the shot clock. They get back on track. Sabonis' shot is off.
Not an ideal start for them. Still looking for their first field goal after 4 misses.
From deep, Reeves. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
Now here's Fox. Russell with the rebound.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
Here's Hachimura. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. not good at all.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Thanks, guys. The Kings were not complacent this summer. They have added all-star DeMar DeRozan in a sign and trade. He brings even more firepower to an offense that was already among the league's best. And in the loaded Western Conference, the Kings knew they had to make moves to stay in the fight. DeRozan is one of the biggest signings in the Kings franchise history, guys.
A tremendous addition. Shams, thanks for the update. Timeout called, Sacramento. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Brown. We talked about facing a premier defender like Anthony Davis, and Coach told me AD is obviously a tremendous offensive player, but his impact on D is even greater. He's an elite rim protector, and he moves like a wing out there on the perimeter. Without a doubt, Davis covers a lot of ground defensively. Back to you, B.A.
Thank you for that, Allie.
28-36, 1,000, all that. Check this all that. Big faces, motherfucker, big faces, all that. Throwing tricks.
A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Lyles, he's checked in for Murray. Winslow comes in for DeRozan. Herder's checked in for Monk. And Ellis is subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Here's Ellis. Now the Lakers moving it up. He shoots it. And Reddish gets it to go.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Winslow passes to Sabonis. Left side Reddish. Fires from deep. And Los Angeles another three.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
All alone on the break for the finish. Rips down the breakaway slam.
There are these moments where Reddish can do it all himself. A two-way threat, taking pleasure in putting his stamp on those kind of sequences.
The Kings have gone 0 for 6 from the floor. Shaky start. Here's Winslow. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Reddish with it. Now Herder defending. Here's Christie. And the Lakers hit again from deep. Oh, no. He may have gotten injured right there. Man, he's in a lot of pain.
And you guys know that this is something every player worries about, no matter your age or your ability.
Yep, you can do all the stretching and all the strength training, eat right, train right, but at the end of the day, it's pretty random.
McLaughlin, he's checked in for Winslow. Here's McLaughlin. 9 points for him in his last game. Pass to Ellis. Shoots over Davis. And Davis with the block. To the paint. Reddish. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feet. Reddish has got 9.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Sabonis. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. Now Los Angeles with it. Vincent passes to Hachimura. Here's Christie. And Los Angeles another three.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
Well, all night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And rejected. Now
Now here's Vincent. Tight defense on him. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Jumps up. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Look, there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight. They might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers destroying the competition as they end the quarter with a colossal 40-point lead. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. We'll be back in a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
They're getting a big contribution from the bench already.
They're looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, B.A., they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
The perimeter is filled up by Monk and DeRozan. The duo inside, it's Murray and Sabonis. And it's Fox in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Here's Sabonis, and it's blocked by Wood.
Check out Wood using all of his length, allowing him to knock away the shot.
And it's the Lakers on the break. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team. So that's all it is. Continue to crush it and shoot it. Brian, it be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks. Austin Reeves is checked in for Los Angeles.
Hello. What up with your Playboy?
Los Angeles has gone a perfect 7 for 7 from deep in this one. Here's Vincent.
Damn, that
That's
quick.
in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 5 assists in the game.
Oh, god damn, boy.
So
You just got on your
He'll
shit.
bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Sabonis.
What's
pass
up?
to Fox. Outside Murray.
I talked to her about an hour ago. She said she don't ask Nancy Porter to take her over there.
Lakers with a rebound. Their last
But
game,
if she
a win against the
don't,
Suns.
might have to wait till Yana go
And it
over
was
there.
really the defense that got them
Where
to
she
win.
can get
They had a
it.
plan scripted out, and it worked to perfection.
Well, good defensive game plan and then carrying it out.
Hey, that don't got nothing to do with me or Monica.
them out in that last game.
Now
If that's what you feel you got to do, that's what you got to do. But
against Golden State. Monk.
Monica trying her best, bro, and
Second chance effort. It's deflected.
shit like that, man. You know what I'm saying?
To the wing on the left. And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. And Los Angeles another 3.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
I don't know.
Fox with the ball. No points yet. Davis, the pass to Vanderbilt. Inside.
Hey, grab them 2 cans of Kool-Aid for me, bro, when you get off.
Give them credit for cashing in on the turnovers they've
And I'll come scooping from you,
Fox against
dude,
Davis.
you owe me,
Pass to
motherfucker.
DeRozan. No good.
Did you
Bit long
forget?
that time.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Frustration seems to be mounting
The
here. You
hamburger
can see,
meat?
not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot
Did you
selection.
forget?
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Davis. And Los Angeles will go for a different
No.
look here. Hayes is checked in for Wood.
She
James
said it
comes
was
in for
on
Vanderbilt.
you.
Connects checked in for Vincent. And Russell is subbed in for Anthony Davis. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And another miss by Sacramento. Now Los Angeles with it. They're rolling here with a 15-point run. Well, Dalton Connect had a late growth spurt during college, and it really helped his game, Grant.
He really did. I mean, B.A., he started college as a 6'3" guard, but grew
No, she,
during his first 2 seasons.
I guess my understanding, she had you at, and when I asked her, she said that she had to ask you, and that if you say yeah, and she'll get it. But it, about that damn Kool-Aid, because I asked her, I was like, okay, Alberta, I was like, when do you go grocery shopping? She was like, the 17th. I was like, okay. I was like, well, can you grab me 2 cans of Kool-Aid? She was like, you gotta ask Gary. I was like, okay. She was like, well, let me see. If he said yeah, I get it for you. But if he said no, then you gotta look.
It takes some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
And there it is for him. The Connect is a crafty finisher. He's got great touch around the hoop.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Los Angeles now. Connect.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Lyles, he's checked in for Sabonis. Herder comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Ellis is checked in for Monk. And it's McLaughlin in for De'Aaron Fox. Lewis is checked in for Los Angeles. Now here's Herder. He's covered closely. To the inside. And stolen by Hayes. Here's Reeves. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Stolen by Russell. He's all alone. And then Russell with the dunk.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Here's McLaughlin. Still no points. Driving inside to win the job. There's the block. James outside. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
McLaughlin pass to Murray. And there's the rejection. Out of bounds. Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. And Sacramento making a change here. McDaniels checked in. Reddish is checked in for the Lakers. Christie comes in for Reeves. It's McDaniels on the wing. Herder against Reddish. Shot clock at 6. Here's McDaniels. Rebound by the Lakers. Following this game, they host the Magic. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Now here's McDaniels. It's Hayes with the rebound. James outside. Pass to Reddish. Over McDaniels. Again, the Lakers.
You can't back off of Reddish. He's going to let it rip.
Knocked loose. And stolen by Hayes. Now the Lakers moving it up. From behind the arc. That shot is good, Lewis. Lewis has got 6.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
And so it's Los Angeles, showing no mercy and just piling it on, looking dominant and focused right now. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be right back with you shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us. Again, Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. It's the Lakers out on top at halftime. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what was your impression?
How good are these guys on the fast break? They're pushing the ball, finding the open man, finishing strong. They're at a breakneck pace. If they can maintain this level of intensity in the second half, blowout.
Jack, how do you think Sacramento played?
The shooting percentage they allow is through the roof. The coach is absolutely ripping it to the take some foul on the other end. Just lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Nice game. Great performance by Austin Reeves.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. On the court for the Lakers, Russell and Reeves teaming up in the backcourt. It's LeBron at power forward with AD as the center. And it's Hachimura in at the small forward position.
I mean, the coaching staff to have a guy like Anthony Davis with that kind of versatility, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter. Easy playbook.
James passes to Reeves. Good. James has got his third basket of the night.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Knocked away. Stolen by Russell. Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Well, size and strength, and then the length of AD getting up to jam it.
Davis has gotten all three of his shots to fall. 3 for 3. Pass to Sabonis. And a minute played as the second half gets going. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it. But he got to the ball just a moment late.
Vanderbilt's checked in for Davis. And Russell's got the ball here for Los Angeles. Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production.
And so here's Sacramento, following the score by Los Angeles. 4 on the clock. Here's DeRozan. And Reeves pulls it down.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Russell. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got his third assist of the night. And it's Sacramento's ball. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Kings have to get better defensively. Coach Mike Brown said for us, it's about 5 guys guarding the basketball. When the ball moves, all 5 guys should move. We have some pretty good individual defenders, but we're not relying on them to shut down the great players. Brian, it's a team effort.
Defense on a string, Allie. Thank you. A moment here for an injury report.
Guys, I was able to catch up with the Kings head athletic trainer. Judging by the instability in the elbow area, they suspected a torn ligament. That has now been confirmed. He won't return tonight or anytime soon. This injury will knock him out for an extended period of time. B.A.?
All right, that's good intel. We've definitely been thinking of him, and now we have some more clarity, guys.
Yeah, they now have all the information they need in order to determine the next steps.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there, playing alongside his teammates and competing.
Vincent with the ball. Fox picks him up. Here's Christie. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Again. I mean, just weak fast break defense.
And Sacramento has possession. Pass to Monk. Poke loose. Out of bounds. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Some changes for Sacramento. Miles, he's checked in for Murray. Herder comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Ellis is subbed in for Monk. Hayes is checked in for the Lakers. Reddish comes in for Hachimura. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Fox right side. Knocks it loose.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Here's Reddish. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Now Los Angeles with it. They've got a 22-run going. What a pace. Good on the bucket. Christie's got 14 points.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Here's Herder. After the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago from 11 feet away, they grab their own miss.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Here's Hayes. Sinks that one from the post. Hayes has got his second bucket on the night.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Vincent passes to Reddish. And that one is stuffed right through.
Reddish proving to us he's very capable of taking over a game offensively.
.136 left in the third. Pass to Sabonis. Hayes with it. Fox picks him up. Fast break. Here come the Lakers.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going. I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Now here's Fox. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. The three. And Los Angeles another three. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for the Lakers.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
And here are the Kings now, following the score by Los Angeles. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it.
Lakers ball.
Laughlin, he's checked in for Sacramento. Connects checked in for Los Angeles. Here's Christie. He's got 19. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Reddish gets it to go.
His play is a big reason why they're ahead. He hasn't missed a shot all night.
Got a piece of it. Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. And they're up an insane amount going into the break. And they've racked up a ton of turnovers. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Jordan McLaughlin. Jalen McDaniels is out there with Trey Lyles. And it's Jones in at the 2. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Here's Lyles. And there's the foul. It's on Jackson Hayes. That's his first foul of the game. And you see player training methods, Graham, a lot more than just running and getting shots up.
And you know, B.A., what interests me, players not just training their bodies better than ever, but also their minds. They're working on hand-eye coordination drills and just all kinds of stuff to enhance their reflexes.
The floater. And it's McLaughlin missing. Now Los Angeles with it. Pulls up on the wing. Nice jump shot.
From the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
Here's Jones. Down low. McDaniels can't hit. The Lakers dominating the game. And there's the drive. It's stolen. Here's McLaughlin. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Knocked loose. Pass to Jones. 5 on the clock. Here's Carter. Rejected by James.
LeBron with suffocating defense. He can still get it done.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Hachimura's checked in. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
And book it for Vanderbilt.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Now here's Jones. Here's Connect. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Well, scouts were buzzing about Connect's ability to attack the rim with a ton of ferocity. Now we see it in person.
The Kings have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Here's McLaughlin. He's covered by Vincent. All right, let's say you're starting a new franchise today, and you get to pick any player in the league. Who you got, Grant?
Oh, man, there's so much talent to choose from. You can't go wrong with Doncic, Antetokounmpo, or Jokic. There's some enticing young players, too, like Anthony Edwards as well.
Here's McLaughlin. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. To halt the run. On the wing, Jones. Pass to McLaughlin. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. Here's Hachimura. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
And look out, Hachimura coming in strong.
Here's McLaughlin. Here's Lyles. To the middle.
Perfect timing to rise up and challenge the shot inside.
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
I'll tell you what, fast break points have been the story here.
Here's McLaughlin. He's covered by Vincent. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one.
And these turnovers are backbreakers. He's really hurting this team with his mistakes.
Some changes for Sacramento. DeRozan is checked in for Carter. And it's Monk in for Jones. Monk against Reeves. The 3 is up. Drops hips and three.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
That shot's good. Russell making the play. Reeves has got 20 points.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Here's McDaniels. After the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago. 6 to shoot.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Monk against Reeves. To in the cold spell. Again, the miss by the Kings.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Here's McLaughlin. Blocked!
Nice timing on that contested shot. Just reading it well was Rui.
Pass to Davis. Again, the Lakers!
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Lakers.
They paid the price for sloppy ball control before, but tonight they kept it locked up tight.
Yeah, they did. And at the other end, they were very disruptive defensively.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Austin Reeves.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust. And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Shot is good by Reeves.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And another miss by Sacramento. The Lakers dominating the game. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And it's Monk missing. They've been in a great rhythm as of late.
And they really want to continue this run as long as they can.
That one falls.
The size and skill combination really puts pressure on the D. Davis. So good at using it to his advantage.
Pass to DeRozan.
Lakers foul. Lewis. First personal foul. Second team foul. Substituting on the court.
Puts it up. Off on that one. So we see the Lakers taking the W here.
Sacramento Kings for hosting this game. Sorry I could be y'all 151 and 2. See y'all next time go round. To my fans that came in. Mariah Michelson, Livin with the Dudley, and Jacqueline Dudley. See you next time go round.
Ron, you've accomplished so much in this league. How have you been able to sustain it for so long?
It's only a select few. It's not many.